All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to another live stream. Give me some signs of life while I send out this one message in this thingamajig. 2 seconds. Just give me a shout out in the chat system. Let me know you're live. And do. Cool. Awesome. That's out now. Awesome. What's up? Yeah, I think I was broken there for a second. What's up, Xavier? How's it going? Welcome to the call. Good to see you here. What's happening, guys? What's up, Joseph, Terry, Eric? I'm gonna mispronounce, butcher your last name. Awesome. We have Awesome in the room. The one and only Awesome. Your parents must have really fucked up your name. What's up, guys? So, pretty much impromptu stream per usual. As always, there's one stream deal of the day. If you go to mhlinks.com/sun, you will get a course that shows you how to get your business to $5,000 per month. You get Market Hero free for 14 days. You'll get like our VMA program that shows I've scaled my YouTube channel. Actually, what you'll literally get is a course that shows how I run my YouTube ads in order to do this. Actually, I have to reload Stripe real quick. Sure, there. And as you can see, the whole principle of the call was 34K in a day. You'll actually get a course that shows exactly how I run all my ads and everything like that. It actually shows you're gonna get like where is it? VMA program. Where is that guy? Yeah, you'll get that. I'll show you exactly how I run all my YouTube ads. You actually get Market Hero, and then you get the full 8X Academy, which actually shows you how to build an entire business from scratch for beginners. Everything you need to get to $5,000 a month. Beginner training, how to go and run YouTube ads, how to do Facebook ads. It's all there. So that's the deal today, and you can get that for free if you go to mhlinks.com/sun. You try Market Hero for 14 days free, and you get all that. If you want to cancel, not pay anything, there you go. You can also keep all the courses even if you cancel. It's pretty dang sweet. As always, we got the traditional, the required. The Lambo is a green screen comment. We must get those out of the way. We must nail that first comment. That is like the beginning of church. Okay, we know when you go into like a Catholic church, and they have to have like the traditional hymns at the beginning. That is the first thing that must be accomplished on our live streams. There must be an accusation of a green screen Lambo. All right, let's see. Someone said stoked for True Tracking to come out. I am too. We have been working on it forever. It was going to come out on the 10th this month at Market Hero, but I wanted to make a system that's universal for every single checkout system, and then also universal for every single person's autoresponder, so you can use it even if you're using like Klaviyo or MailChimp. And so I pushed it off just a little bit so we could accomplish those things, and it's super cool. The Flexington says, good afternoon, Mr. Becker. The Flexington, I like that. I like that one. Do I actively invest or trade in stock market or bonds? I do not do anything except work on my software company, Market Hero, and work on our education business, HCOM. That's all I do. If anybody asks on this call, if it doesn't involve HCOM or doesn't involve Market Hero, I literally do not do it. I don't pay attention to anything else very intentionally. All right, and I'm not a big balanced person. I don't have a wide range of skills. I work on my SaaS company and I work on my education company. That's it. That's all I do. Someone said, what kind of lights did I buy? I believe it's anything but fluorescent. It's incandescent lights. Those are the lights that I have in here. Someone says, Alex, how can I contact you? I have multiple 7-figure monthly sellers on Amazon who want to promote through you with great commission to you. I don't know, man. I kind of focus on what I'm doing. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. So you can talk to me on the stream. There you go. When was the first time that you've met a billionaire? I've never met a billionaire in person. I'm sure I walked by one, but I've never met a billionaire in person. So I don't know what that's like. If you've met one, you can tell me. I'm sure everybody hopping on right now, you asked for like, what's with the 34K in a day? Well, I mean, we can talk about it. Yesterday, just in Stripe, we did about 34,000 in sales. I think we did like another 17 in PayPal, but I'm not going to log into PayPal, so we're just going to operate with our our Stripe sales. If you want to ask me about that or how to do businesses that do that, that's pretty good. And so there you go. Someone said, what's the net on this right here? The gross that we did around 100,000 gross yesterday. That's after payment plans and all shit comes in, so who knows about that. And we spent, believe, 17,000 yesterday. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So that's the deal. If you want to ask me questions about that, you can. Let's see. Someone said, I quit smoking. There's no need to be addicted to something. Yeah, smoking's probably not the best thing to do. It's probably not the most healthy thing you can be doing right now. Someone said, what are your views on affiliate marketing? If you do it right, you can do it right. I think the easiest way to make a lot of money in affiliate marketing that nobody really does, like the reason it's affiliate marketing is a really weird chicken because what happens is beginners are attracted to it because you can sell someone else's product and make a 50% commission off of it. But here's the thing. It's really hard to sell someone else's product, especially if no one believes anything you're selling. And then it's also like impossible to make ads work if you're getting a 50% commission on it because then you don't have the entire margin to work with. And then it's really hard to make like it work if you're doing it organically because everybody's spamming affiliate links anywhere, so you don't have any trust. And so I think affiliate marketing is actually really hard. I think consulting, drop shipping, and email marketing are so much easier to get into. And how affiliate marketing works, if you want to be really good at it, you have to have like a reputation. Like the reason why people open up affiliate marketing programs is not because they can't sell their own product. It's because they need another route to sell their product that they don't have access to. So when you hit up affiliates, what you're really tapping into, like let's say for example, name some guru on YouTube, all right, that teaches Shopify. And if we wanted to get him to promote HCOM, the big advantage of him promoting HCOM would be their word and their community and the connection they have to their community. And the secret to being really good at affiliate marketing, this isn't true across the board. There's exceptions to this rule, but you have to be really damn good at what you do to do like CPA marketing or CPA email marketing. Because again, like you just have to be really fucking good at it to make those margins work. And the easiest way to make really high margins, a lot of money, is do like what, if you ever seen like Pat Flynn in Smart Passive Income, he makes so much money because people trust him and they listen to him as authority and he has all this content. He's built this relationship with hundreds of thousands of people and therefore those hundreds of thousands of people buy whatever he suggests. And so that's how you really kill it with affiliate marketing. My views on affiliate marketing is I think it's really difficult if you're a beginner or if you don't have your own form of community or an email list. I think it's really hard to do. And that's just my 2 cents. Someone said, hey, Alex, why do you want to make $500 million? Aren't you satisfied with the money you already have? I think make $500 million kind of misrepresents it. I don't care. I've literally, after watching that Free Sale documentary, I put in heavy thought this week to just buying a van with an internet connection and living in there. But Rachel won't let me do that. So that kind of shows you where my priorities are. I don't really care about making money. I don't need it, and I don't care. What I want to do when I say I want a $500 million company is this is for Market Hero, okay? I want to have a company that's worth $100 billion someday, and if I have my way and the way to enter the things, I'm not saying I'm going to do this. I'm just saying like that's my goal. I want to hit $100 billion doing the stuff I want to talk about because I think the stuff is exciting, but it has nothing to do with anything I'm doing right now. But if I want to get Market Hero to $500 million, what I mean by that is I want a giant building with the Market Hero logo on it. I want the biggest companies in the world to be using Market Hero. I want people to look at it as the standard for tracking in business marketing. And I want a staff full of the smartest, coolest people in tracking. I want some of the smartest people in machine learning and deep learning on our team. And I want to build some really cool shit that really helps people grow their businesses in a mass way. I want to see, let's say 100,000 people on Market Hero using it to grow their businesses and using the tracking to actually buy ads. And I think the biggest problem in internet marketing right now is people's tracking. Nobody can track. It's been a problem for me for years, and I've used every system out there. And like you can't scale. Like the reason why I'm able to do this is because I track really well. Like my secret isn't having some magic ad campaign. It's going in and improving my ads and my conversions and the product by 1% over and over and over again. If you do that 100 times, you increase your margins by 100%. And so when I say I want a $500 million company, I want to do something big in business tracking, and I want to create something that's really awesome for our team and staff, and then also awesome for the business marketing world. Because I think the number one reason why people can't make their ads work is they don't know how to track the long-term revenue. If you go for your LTV and you only track if you track your 6-month LTV, it is so easy to become a millionaire. It is so easy. If you're able to just go and buy a lead for $5, even if you go 100% in the red. I've done this exact business model, so I've had my first multi-million-dollar company. But over 6 months, you're going to make $24 back, which isn't too hard. That isn't very hard to do. You can 5x your money every single time. And people think this is really advanced and hard to do, and it is with the current system out there. But I see this as a huge problem, because if you can just help people get this number right here, it's so easy for them to grow business, support their family, get their message out there, create their dream business, and also employ more people. And so that's kind of what I want to do. When I say I want to have a $500 million company, that's what I mean by that. I want to have a big effect on the world of business tracking in the world. 500 million, I don't even know what to do with the money I have right now. I honestly just put in the bank and that's it. So I don't know what I'd do with $500 million. And I don't want a bigger house. I don't want more cars. It's just a big old distraction. Someone said, what do you think in the next 5 to 10 years will look like in online space? I don't know. I don't think the internet will exist anymore in the way it currently does. I think the internet is going to be more something that's in virtual reality and actually connected to our brains. Because once you can connect people's brains, you can kind of put like browsers in your eyes. I think the internet's not even going to look like the internet anymore. And I don't like the internet is just like all the internet is a really crude communication between people in the best way we can communicate. And I think in 10 years, I don't think the internet's the thing you should be worrying about 10 years from now. I think you should be much more interested in genetics and artificial intelligence and nanotechnology and 3D printing. I think that's what you need to be looking at. The internet, I think, will either be stored in your realm of reality. Your consciousness is not the right word for that, but basically your vision. I think that's where we'll be, or you'll be able to access it with your brain. And I think it will look very kind of maybe similar to it does right now, maybe completely different. But I think the things that are going to completely change everything are AI and machine learning and, genetics and nanotechnology and 3D printing. I think that's going to completely warp everything. And I think that's where you should be looking, because that's what's going to completely change the world. Yeah, I think that's I think the last revolution, which was like the internet and computers, is like 1/10 the size of the revolutions coming with like AI, genetics, nanotech, and 3D printing, which can kind of be combined with nanotech and something. I think each of these is going to be bigger than the internet, or at least the equivalent. The AI is going to be way bigger than that. And actually, I think all these are going to be way bigger than the internet. It's all going to break everything. So I think the internet, you should definitely be looking at it right now if you want to make a cash flow business, and you should definitely be looking at it if you want to make like a SaaS company and stuff like that. But I think in the next 10 years, if you're just interested in where things are going to change the most, it's right here. And if you want to become a 7-figure, 8-figure, or 9, 10-figure, this is where you're going to be looking at, okay? Because this is capped. We're at the end of this. This right here it's just barely started. Yeah, someone said one more for me. Food. Yeah, food could definitely be huge. It will be huge. But what I view food as is, for example, how food could change, for example, is with genetics, you could literally just grow cow meat. Like you could just grow it. Or with 3D printing, as soon as you can get down to the atom, you could make meat. You could print meat and food and coffee and stuff like that. So the people that are going to own coffee companies aren't going to be Starbucks or people growing coffee. It's going to be the corporations that own the 3D printers, the code behind the coffee, and the materials that print the 3D coffee or the coffee with. Some guy said it on my Facebook today. Toboyo says, read this if the live stream is real. I mean, why would it not be real? What do I look like I'm trying to accomplish right now? I am trying to accomplish one thing. If you do want to get Market Hero, a full course, like a lot of people are always asking, like, what's the best way to get started? If you want to get step-by-step how to get started, go to mhlinks.com/son, because today, only in the streams, I only do this on our streams. I give like a crazy-ass deal, because I only do a stream like every 2 weeks, and I don't pitch anything on the stream. I just give you the opportunity. If you want to see how to build a $5,000 per month business and email marketing, step-by-step, literally everything I do, how I sell, how I write my pitches, how I run my advertising, which is basically just what generates this. It's just, well, it's the lower scale and big scale is the same thing. It's just you have to go and do more of it. Beginner training, show you to actually go and start a Shopify store, how to go and run all the ads, how to get organic free traffic. There's actually a traffic tool in there, pay traffic. And if you want the best way to get started, it's there. And we'll also throw in the VMA program, which shows step-by-step really how I've grown on the YouTube channel, 360,000 subscribers. But more importantly, how to use it to start your first Shopify store. And the most importantly, the easiest way to make money, I think, online, point blank, is to make a YouTube channel and then get people to view your videos. So let's say you have a channel in makeup and then run ads back to those videos. That's not the most scalable way, but it's by far the easiest way to make $100, $200 a day, in my opinion. So that is covered in the VMA program right here, as well as how I do a lot of my YouTube advertising, which is essentially my number one. Actually, I do lots of AdWords in GDN now too, but that's one of the biggest things. So if you want to do that, go to mhlinks.com/son. You try Market Hero free for 14 days. If you don't want to keep it, you pay nothing. If you want to keep it but don't want to pay $47 a month, you can downgrade to $9 a month. And if you do cancel for some reason, you can still keep the courses because I want to help you out. So that's really all there is to it. What other questions you guys got? Someone said, Alex Becker, how has Sam Evans influenced your business? He has changed my thinking quite a bit. I noticed you had changes. Really focusing on what matters. Sam's really good at Facebook advertising. He's really good at webinars. But the thing I took away from the most is really being able to focus on what matters in your business and what gets results and what helps people the most. And really focusing on what you actually want to do. And it's going to be a little bit laggy right now. My internet always goes in and out. But there you go. Let's see. Let's see. What happened to the internet? Okay, there. It says I'm not connected. Give me one if you can see it real quick. My internet right here is telling me, my Wirecast is telling me I'm not connected. Give me a one if you can see what I'm saying. Someone said, how can I... Okay, there we go. Now we're back. So, let's see. What's your idea on CBD drops? I don't really like them. They destroy deep sleep for me. I don't really use them that much. I haven't seen that many results. A lot of people swear by it. Someone said, do you drink caffeine? I do. I do every single day. I have a chameleon. Cold brew, Adderall, and Modafil. I don't want to take any drugs that stop my brain from doing what it already should. Your brain is already capable of releasing the hormones and the focus and big chemical words. It's already capable of doing the shit you need it to do. The problem is people don't treat their body right, and then their body stops being able to do the things that it should be capable of do, and then they have to take drugs to be capable of doing it, like sleep or focus. And then they have their phones going off all the time, so it destroys their ability to focus. And then to counter these things, which shouldn't even be there in the first place, they have to take Adderall and Modafil. That you shouldn't have to take that stuff to focus. And if you think it's because you have ADHD, you don't. You don't know how to focus. And focus isn't something you naturally do. It's something you must train yourself to do like a muscle. It's just like having a six-pack. Okay, you need to train yourself to focus. Do I recommend yet meditation? I sure do. It's pretty good. Do I drink beer? I don't. I drank 2 weeks ago for the first time in like 60 days. But if I'm going to drink, I'm only going to have water and 1942 tequila because that's like the lowest inflammation, best, healthiest way you can do it. I won't drink beer except on St. Patrick's Day every single year because you got to live a little bit. But no, I wouldn't drink beer at all. It's a can of crap. It really is. It's just a can of shit. Let's see. MH versus HubSpot, similar tools. MH with true tracking has nothing to do with HubSpot. It's not even close. It's not the same ballpark. And if you're asking a question, you're not the core customer, and that's completely okay. But no, the way we're taking Market Hero has nothing to do with HubSpot. That'd be a huge mistake to try and compete with a company that size. Do you limit your caffeine? I'm going to try to only get 250 milligrams a day. And yep, everything is fake in the garage. It's all fake, all green screen. So let's just get past that. Tell me how to make my $10 and $20. Go buy something for $10 on the street. Go buy some food and then drop it off as Uber Eats meal to somebody. Go sign up for Uber Eats. There you go. You can turn your gas money into $20. Do I work out? I mean, all the basic things you would ask, like, do I work out? Do I drink caffeine? Like, I do all the basic stuff. I'm not doing anything crazy right here. I'm not Tony Stark. Someone said, can I get a discount on Market Hero, please? $49 is too much. I'm using Aweber right now. Hey, it's Anik. You can downgrade it to $9 a month if you want inside the dashboard after you jump in for your free trial. Someone said, Alex Mack, that's a shitload of caffeine. I mean, maybe. Depends who you are. I used to do like 500 milligrams a day. And it didn't really mess up my sleep or anything like that. Let's see. Someone said I've learned a lot about health at a young age. I'm like 30. I think I could have learned a little bit early. Do I plan on buying more supercars? I don't know. I was considering. I want to get Rachel a Rolls Royce, but I mean, like, I really enjoy my Lamborghini. Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of a burden and a distraction. That stuff isn't like. I'm not some monk who like I do like nice things, but it's just a big old distraction, you know? Then they like the battery ran out. Like supercars are a distracting thing. And I have in my garage because it is really cool and it makes me feel nice being here. But a lot of people buy supercars for the wrong reason. It's to make people think that they're successful because they're really insecure and they need other people to believe that they're worth something. And that's why most people buy supercars. That's why I bought my original supercars. So my first business I ever launched, I would do SEO services for local businesses, and I'd also teach people how to do SEO, and I also rank SEO sites. I did those all three, and I also did SEO freelance work. So my first business was anything SEO. If I could get a client, I'd do that. If I could teach someone, I'd do that. If I'd sell services, I'd do that. If I could, anything. Someone said, what niches have you had the most luck with? If you're getting started, a lot of people are super interested in niches. I can't answer that question because I don't look at niches. And like what a lot of people think is niches are, and I'm not saying like this is not true for, or where is this thing right here? Like what people think is niches is like an untapped gold mine. Like, so you just find the right niche and you make money. And that's kind of really dumb because what you should be focused on is being really good at what you do so that you can survive in any niche. Like my niche, SaaS, super fucking competitive. Like my competition is Salesforce. You know, my competition is Heroku. My competition is Amazon in some areas. Like that's not a niche. And then in Shopify, in e-commerce and in education, like my competition is colleges. It's all the other guys you see yelling about Shopify on YouTube. It's Udemy. Like I'm not operating in untapped niches. My secret, it isn't a secret. You have to be better and work harder and you have to be more focused with your product and what it's going to do and what it's not going to do. So I can't really answer the question like what niches have I had success in. And when I got started, I had great success in SEO, but it's not about the niche that you're in. It's about how focused you are. What most people do when they get started is like, they think it's going to be the niche that makes it work. It has nothing to do with the niche. If you pick any niche, SEO, consulting, email marketing, Shopify, Amazon FBA, and you just go all in it and really learn how to focus and optimize yourself, you're going to be successful in that niche. It has nothing to do with the niche. It has everything to do with you. All right, so LL Monsoon says, how can a guy like me with no money and no skill certificates make money on the side with low effort? I really don't have time to put a lot of effort into anything but my job. You're not going to make money. Stay at your job. Making money and running a business involves doing something good. It involves being good at something. It involves putting in effort and being good at something. If you want a low effort way to make side money, guess what? Everyone on fucking planet Earth wants that too. So what I like to describe that as is like, look, if you want to make money, the more talented and more effort you put in, the easier it is to make money. Like for me right now, because I have all these skills and I put in a lot of effort, my competition is really only like maybe 1,000 people. Let's just say like that. Like if I'm selling an education product. My competition is like, my true competition in the education space might be like Sam Ovens, Russell Brunson, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, like, like the basic people, like Dan Locke. Those are like the people, if you're going to be buying a course, like those are people you like consider, And in like the Shopify space, it might be people like, Kevin David, Dan DeSilva, and just everybody else that's selling like education e-commerce stuff. That's not really that many people to compete with. But if you want a low, easy way that takes no investment and is super low effort, your competition is probably like 1 billion people. Like, it's literally 1 billion people that want to do exactly what you're doing without any effort. All I have to do is get a piece of the pie from this $1 billion industry from like these guys right here. If you want to get a piece of the pie right here, you're splitting the piece of pie between 1 billion people, and it's the smallest pie possible. So if you want to make money easily, do something that's hard that nobody else wants to do. And in your competition, even if you fail at it, you're still doing pretty well. If you want to do something that's really hard, try and build a business with no money, no investment, and only 30 minutes of time every single day. I can't do that. That is fucking hard. Please find me anyone who can build a 6-figure year business working 15 to 30 minutes a day with low effort and no money and no investment and no risk whatsoever. That is the most difficult thing on planet Earth. So that's the answer to your question. Someone said my training is the best. I mean, it's HCOM is the best e-commerce course, and we're trying to make it one of the best education programs ever. So, but I don't like to do the whole who's the best and who's the worst. Someone said, Alex, here's my pitch to you. I work my first month for you for free, and after that, you can have my service for $100 a day. Here's the thing: if you work for me for free and take up 8 hours of my time dealing with you, you just lost me $50,000. So I'm not being a dick here. I don't want someone who can work for free. I want someone who will come in and with 2 minutes of instruction. I don't care if I have to pay you $10K a month, but I only have to tell you for 2 minutes what to do. You're gold to me. If I have to come in and you're working for free and I have to manage you for 8 hours, you just lost me $50,000 of what I could be doing in other places. So like I don't want anyone who works for free. I don't want free. I want the most expensive, badass person who I don't have to do anything. I want a person that's smarter and better than me to work for me. That's what I want. So no. Someone said, how do I socialize? I do not. I see my friends once every 60 days. Socializing is not important to me. Someone said, what is my current net worth? Let's just say $0. How about that? Let's say $0. 0 buckaroos. I'm bankrupt. No money. Someone says I earned $200,000 playing poker, but I stopped now. What should I do next with the money? I would keep it. I would go sit in a cabin in the woods and figure out what you want to do with your life. That's what you want to do, Someone said, is drop shipping dead? Let me answer that with I'll just pull this up. Let me see if I can go over to Facebook. Am I logged in on this computer or this browser? No, I don't want to go to ManyChat. People always ask me if like drop shipping's dead, and it's so goofy because you can just see results all over the place. It'd be like really hard for us to sell an education program that's based around drop shipping if like no one got results. It'd be so hard to scale that program out. Like the only reason it works is because, what are you doing, Facebook? No, don't go there. And I'm not going to give anyone the link to buy this or anything right here, but there we go. Like if drop shipping were dead, like I couldn't just go into my group and like if we just go to like see all the group photos, like you can just see constantly like this person right here had my first $1,000 day. This person right here broke my first $100 day. Person just joined, got my first sale, way to go. And you can just like scroll down and there's just constantly people like going out there and making 100. Here's a person that made 68,000 in a month. Like you asked me if like drop shipping's dead, and I'm not even doing this. This is just like spur of the moment, just going through the group and looking at the results people are getting. Like it's just not dead. Like the results just speak for themselves. And if you look at like the results of HCOM, like it's just, if you know what you're doing, it's alive and well. So And like e-commerce is set to double, and like there's a new drop shipping product or new angle you can take every single day. And if you want to make your own brand and shit like that, like you go to the moon. So it's just goofy when people ask that to me. It's like asking, it's like if it's snowing outside and saying like, is it summer? Like it's no, dude, it's not. What would you say are your most profitable transferable skills? Writing long form sales videos. That's something I think I can do better than almost anybody else online. I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of people out there, but I don't know anybody whose webinars convert as well as mine do. So I think that's my most transferable skill. Do I still play video games? If not, why not? Don't you love them? I do not play video games because how video games work, and I think it's a really bad hobby, is because what happens in video games is you have this goal in video games, and it takes a lot of effort to get to that goal. It takes a lot of mental brain power. And so, like, let's say you're playing, like, a fighting game. Like, I used to play fighting games like Virtua Fighter a whole lot. Like, that shit is intense. And so your brain and all the chemicals you need to be successful, like, the chalk up to your willpower, your energy levels, your focus, it all gets consumed by the game. Like, if I watch a television show or a documentary, I don't lose anything. I just gain relaxation and comfort and fun. And when we go through that, or when I go through that's recovery. But if I'm playing video games, I'm losing. And so by the time I get around to my business, like the stuff I need to make my business has been taken up by the video game. So I don't play video games. I really do enjoy video games. I've had so much fun playing video games, but I know what it's like to win at a video game. I know what it's like to succeed. I know what it's like to get to the highest level. I've experienced that emotion and part of my life before. There's no reason to keep going back to that and just repeating that feeling over and over again. You know, it's like if you've already climbed Mount Everest, why are you going to keep climbing Mount Everest over and over again? You know, especially if it takes away from you enjoying any other aspects of life. Do I have a course on how to create a successful funnel? Hero Tower. I don't really try and make many courses myself anymore. I have Hero Tower, and then I have all the courses inside of Market Hero, which shows how to build funnels and everything like that. Like, if you want to see the best way to get started, a lot of people are like, what's the best way to get started? Do email marketing, or go to mhlinks.com/son and get our beginner course right here. It shows exactly how to build an email marketing business to $5,000 a month. It also shows you exactly how I write my sales videos, how I go out there and build membership sites, how I go and create products, how I go out there and run my YouTube ads, how I go out there and run my Facebook ads, how I go out there and generate free organic traffic. There's even a traffic tool in there that generates free traffic for you. It gives you all that. And then also going along with it today that I'm throwing in the stream special day is the VMA program, which shows you step by step. What I think is the easiest way to make money is you make a YouTube channel, and then you get people to view it. Let's say your channel's in makeup, and then you run ads to the people watching that channel. It's the easiest, most profitable way to get to like $100, $200 a day without doing anything that crazy, because the audience you're marketing to already knows who you are, likes you, and is interested in what you're selling. You can't get any better than that. And so that's what VMA program shows you, and it also shows you a lot of the YouTube advertising and strategies. You know, I'll use to do $40,000, sometimes $50,000 in a day. So it's pretty good stuff. You should go check it out. And if you want the best way to get started, it's 100% free to try. After that, it's $47 a month. If you want to cancel, you can keep the courses because I want to help you out. Or you can lower it down to just $9 a month, which is lower than the cost of a Netflix account. So that's going on during the stream. And if you hop on during this stream only, you can get the VMA program as well, which is $197 on its own. Or you can come back and play $197. So there you go. Somebody said, how many hours a day do I spend at a computer? I try to do about 8. I mean, some days I'll do a 12-hour day at the computer, but if I'm going to work for about 8 hours, I'll usually work for about 8 to 9 hours a day, and then I'll do 3 hours of reading, or that's at least what I try very hard to do. Someone said, how's the program differ from the HFA program? It gives you a lot of tools. You should get HSA and Market Hero as well. Market Hero allows you to do all the automation and marketing that you're going to be learning in HSA anyways. Someone said, how often do you read books that are out of your field? I try to read a lot of autobiographies, and then I try and read books that are specifically around what I want to learn. So right now I've been reading a lot of books on how to build sales teams and company culture. And then I read a lot of biographies and autobiographies around billionaires and super successful entrepreneurs. Someone said, what the fuck do you do in 8 hours of work on a PC? This is what I plan to do during the day. Managing ads, creating courses, helping employees, coaching employees. Do I watch TV shows? I really try not to. I really try not to. Though, like, there's some weekends where I'm just like, after, like, when I work for like 60 days straight, I need to watch some movies and stuff like that. So I do watch TV, but I really try not to. I try not to. Do I watch anime? I haven't watched, I think the last anime I watched was Cowboy Bebop, and it was only a few episodes. In the past, I used to watch a lot of anime. I watched every single episode of Bleach, which was a good show. And they got a little crazy after the initial arc. But no, I don't watch as much as I used to. What happened to you living in Cayman? I don't know. It's easier having, it's hard moving back and forth because I was living in Dallas and the Cayman Islands at the same time, and it's just there isn't enough infrastructure to make my life as streamlined as I want. And it's a lot easier for me to have a streamlined focus on my business here than it is in the Cayman Islands. Someone said, Alex, what motivated you to keep going after you made more than $10,000 a month? Wasn't your goal to have money and play games and chill? That was my goal, but then I would say initially it was probably because of anger and insecurity. I wanted to show everybody that didn't think I was cool or push me around or was mean to me when I was in the Air Force or high school or whatever, that I was the bomb and I was super successful. So I wanted to make $100,000, $200,000 a month, be a millionaire and get a Lamborghini and all that kind of stuff. So that's what pushed me forward then. Which is not a great way. You can use that emotion that really help you, but it becomes really hard to scale a company if those are your goals eventually. It becomes very, very hard, borderline impossible, because your goals are not aligned with having the best product and having the best team and stuff like that. It's aligned with justifying to yourself that you're successful to other people, and that's not a good goal to have because it has nothing to do with customers and their results. What keeps me going now is it's like a video game. I want to beat my high score. I want to have a company that does really cool things. I enjoy it. This is what I do for fun. So that's pretty much it. Someone said, what do you want for your life right now? To just wake up and do what I enjoy doing. I mean, that's set goals, work towards those goals. That's what life's about. Perform well, that's it, man. Do I like ice skating? No. I've never tried it. I've never successfully used it. I use a Yeti microphone. Someone said, what budget percentage should be put towards marketing a product? 100%. 110%. Grow your company. Fuck money. Just grow your company. Create something huge. You'll make money. No one wants to do that. Do I have a GTR? Does it look like I have a GTR? Someone said I don't have any addictions. I am addicted to a lot of things. I love a lot of things. I love White Russians. I love blueberry peanut butter smoothies. I love cake. I love drinking with my friends. I love all those things, but I don't do them. Just because I can acknowledge that I have addiction or enjoyment from those things. Part of it is just acknowledging and not doing it. I don't do those things. I like them a whole lot, though. They're fucking awesome, but they don't correlate to what makes me most happy, so I don't do them. Someone said, how many cars do I have? I have one. I don't drive, really. Someone said, how do I stay sitting at my chair all day? I don't know. What do you do all day? I mean, this is where I enjoy and do my work, so it's not like there's pins or needles in my chair stabbing my bottom. Did I take turpentine to get rid of parasites? Yes, but I don't suggest you do that because I'm not a doctor. Montaz says, I don't think I'm rich. That's cool, man. You don't have to. You do not have to. No one has to think I'm rich. No one has to think I'm successful. All that happens is at Market Hero and HCOM, we get customers' results and they enjoy the products. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. You don't have to believe anything I say. And you shouldn't. If you think I'm rich, what does that have to do with buying Market Hero? Like, if I'm rich, why should you buy Market Hero to track your profits and revenue from your ads? That has nothing to do with my personal. And if you want to buy HCOM, I don't teach in HCOM. I don't teach anything. I teach mindset in HCOM. But that's Matt Schmidt and Devin. You should be much more worried about them being rich, not me. I'm just the guy who runs the marketing for HCOM. So, and the product design. And it is not, I could be completely broke. You can still buy my products completely okay. What else we got going on here? Why don't you read my comments? Because there's like a zillion of them, Naveen Poods. If you don't take this personally, I can only imagine how angry you get at bars when you get blown off by a girl or something. Jesus, Louises. There's 500 people commenting. You must have some deep, dark, freaking something going on there, man, if you're getting upset about that. It's like asking why when you go to like a Britney Spears concert, she didn't come out of the stage and give you a pat on the butt. Travis says, AI programmer here. How much percent should I focus on automated algorithms versus manually checking my algorithms and tweaking them? Well, Travis, I assume since you're an AI programmer and you know I'm not an AI programmer, my answer isn't going to be very relevant, but I'm going to give you one. 5%. 5%. That's the sweet spot for you, Travis. That's where you go with that. If you're really baller, 7%. But keep it at that 5%. You'll be on my level of AI development. You got it there. Let's see. Someone said, how many months taking first money from Shopify if work hard? I assume you're asking how long does it take to make money in Shopify? I don't know. I mean, if you go into like HCOM, let's see. I mean, there's some people in here. I think this was like one of his first months. So Jonathan right here, one of his first months right here is able to make like $215 a week. I think this person right here, I don't know how long they've been in it, but this person started in July 2018, so that's like almost a little bit a year ago, and he made $68,000 in sales that month. So it just really depends on you and your progress. I think Josh is pretty new here, and he's at $100 a day. I believe Bruce right here one sec, is that Bruce? Yeah, so he like grew his business like 40,000 in sales, but I think he's been in this for like a while. So it just depends. It just depends on where you're at, you know, how long you stick to it. Someone said, do you still agree with the principles you mentioned in 10 Pillars of Wealth? I think the 10 Pillars of Wealth is really good for like introductory principles to making money. I think my views on a lot of things since then are a lot different. And I don't think that was probably the best time for me to write a book. I mean, no, I knew a lot about making money then, and I like the initial good principles. Like if you want the core principles you should have to make money, they're there. But I think there's a lot more important principles that can be talked about. Someone said, any idea of how to get started in digital marketing? Go to that link, mhlinks.com/son. Gives you a full course. It shows you all my marketing techniques, not all of them, but a lot of them that are relevant to you and a beginner. Like you wouldn't want to use my advanced techniques. It shows you how I grew my YouTube channel. It shows you how to go out there and run really, really cheap ads to your products from your YouTube channel. Make money doing that. It shows you how to build an email marketing business that does $5,000 a month with 100% free traffic. That's a great place to start. It teaches you everything. You can try it for free. Then after that, it's $47 a month to use Market Hero and all the tools you need. You can downgrade to $9 a month, which is cheaper than a Netflix account. Or you can just cancel all of it. But if you don't want to spend $9 a month on your marketing or your education, you're going to have a really hard time with business because there's a lot bigger investments than $9 a month. Someone said, how many times have I been mistaken for Daniel Tosh? I don't think I look like Tosh at all. I don't think I look like him. Someone said Warren Buffett and Bill Gates said focus is the most important skill that can be developed. What are you doing to improve your focus? The most important thing you can do is what Sam Evans will tell you. It's remove distractions. That's what you want to do. Like if you're having trouble focusing, don't try and become a Zen monk and like be super disciplined. Just all right. So where's all your focus going? If you notice like you watched 3 hours of TV last week, just go smash your TV. If you're playing video games, smash your Xbox. If you're checking your phone all the time, what I have on my phone is I have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I don't have any social media on my phone, so I got rid of that. Distraction gone. If friends and family is distracting you, just don't have friends and family. Just move somewhere. Don't talk to them. Or tell them like, hey, I'm really busy. I'm in the zone right now. My strategy this year is I'm trying to achieve my dreams and what's important to me in life, and that means I'm not going to be able to spend much time with you and talk like I used to. That's just what you got to do. If your girlfriend's taking up too much of your time, set a schedule. Set a schedule to hang out. Say, look, hey, babe, you're super important to me. But what's important to me is that I perform well in my life and hit my goals and move towards them. That's what I define a good life as. So we're going to have to figure this way to do this so I can still maintain those things. If you're being distracted by lack of, if your brain is all foggy and you don't feel good, you need to go take your health and just destroy all the things that distract you. If bills and dealing with daily shit is distracting you, go live in a van. Just go live in a van. Like Alex, I forgot his last name, Honnold did in that Free Solo movie. Just go live in a van. Just get rid of everything and just focus on your business. That's how you focus. Just get rid of everything that doesn't have to do with your goal. And you might be like, hey, well, that sounds like it sucks. It does suck if your goal is not worthy of those sacrifices. If you're not really into your goal and you don't really want to build a business that badly, and you don't want to build a company with tons of cool people in it, and you don't want to be financially successful, it's not that important to you, don't make the sacrifices. You do not have to. But if you want to become super successful, you want to become laser focused on what you're going to do, you have to find a goal that is worthy of those sacrifices, or just don't make the sacrifices and find a lower tier goal that matches your needs. That's what you want to do. Like if you want to make $1,000 a day, you don't need that many sacrifices. You can still drink and watch TV and all that kind of stuff. Someone said Alex Becker made $34K from his subscribers. That's not how my business works, dude. If I was going off my subscribers, that wouldn't work at all. I don't have that many subscribers. My views only get like 50,000 views. I make money from my ads. It's very hard to make $34,000 in a day from your subscribers. I also make money from my software company. And most of my subscribers don't use my software because most of you guys are beginners and you have no need for a financial tracking tool for your email marketing. Most of you guys don't have email lists. So I do make some money for my subscribers. Definitely, man. Definitely. But if I made all my money from my subscribers, that's not very much. You can't do very much with 34. How many views do I get a day on my channel? How many views do I get? Let me see. Yeah, so how many views did I get this last month? 308. Like my advertisement, I did over 500,000 views yesterday just on our ads. So it's definitely not for my subscribers on my YouTube channel. So you don't need to have a YouTube channel to do this. I get more views on our ads every single day than this, and definitely didn't make it for my estimated revenue. So you should not talk out of your ass. You should just ask how I make money, and I'll tell you. You don't have to make accusations. I'll tell you, dude. It's pretty straightforward. He does this, blah. Someone said if you made $34K in a day, you'd have no incentive to make courses. I don't make courses. HCOM isn't taught by me. And I do have incentive to make courses because HCOM is that you have to understand this is just one of my businesses right here. This is only one. This isn't Market Hero. This isn't even our PayPal account. So, I would have incentive to make courses, especially to make our HCOM business, because one of the ways I funded Market Hero is me and Devin Zander, and Matt Smith. And so Matt Smith is a Shopify master, and every single day he focuses on building. And if you want to know like how one of my businesses work, the one you probably see in ads, Matt Smith is a Shopify expert. He doesn't do anything but work in Shopify, okay? And so he doesn't have an incentive to go make a Shopify course. What his incentive is he gets to work on Shopify and build cool stuff, and then he pushes it back over to HCOM. Me, on the other hand, I manage all the marketing, and Devin manages the community. And so my incentive is, of course I have an incentive. It generates a ton of money that I can then invest in the Market Hero, and then use to buy like data scientists and, create all sorts of crazy shit over there that I would have to be very, very conservative with Market Hero if I didn't have another business generating cash flow. So again, You should ask. You should ask. You don't have to make accusations, dude. I'll tell you what I do. Like, I don't do Shopify at all. I don't teach Shopify. I don't teach the course that generates a lot of money. I don't teach it. I don't teach in it. I'm the person who goes and organizes and designs the product. Like, Steve Jobs didn't do the coding in his company. So, There you go. And I'm not teaching people how I do webinars. I won't teach you that. Figure that out on your own. There's plenty of things I don't teach. Someone said, are his viewers his customers? Yes. Is that a problem? No, please. People just come in and they want to find some problem. They want to find some reason to be upset, and it's just weird because you could just ask. It's very strange. And the even crazier thing is, like, you could actually just ignore me. Like, it's Sunday. What are you doing? Like, you should be out in the park hanging out with your friends, but instead you're like yelling at me and trying to create a conspiracy theory when I'm like here with my course and processor like right in front of you. Like, it's just a bonkers way to spend your time. Let's see. Peter says, why am I in such a bad mood? I'm not in a bad mood. I'm sorry if I come across that way. This is fun to me. This is what I do when I have all my work done. Someone said, how do you get investors and money to start a business? You have to have a very clear way to make money, and you have to be able to show them, like, mathematically, this is our advantages and this is why you should invest in me. Like, there's things that come down with, like, your experience and your track record. There's things to do with, like, you can show them the numbers of your business. You can show them exactly how many customers and what they're worth to you. So, for example, if you have a SaaS company and your average customer is worth $400 to you, and it costs you $100 to get that customer, you can show it to an investor and say, hey, look, we have to lose some money up front to do this. If you give me $2 million and we can get our customers at this rate, we can turn that $2 million into $8 million, and that will make you a lot of money. That'll make you a lot of money. So you should do that with us. One other thing you got to consider is, what type of investor are you getting? What I do with my businesses is I don't take investors. I create cash flow businesses that fund the high investment businesses like Market Hero, because I don't want an investor who doesn't know anything about my business or how it works telling me how to run my business and how it works. So those are some things you should do. You should also find an investor that knows a lot about your business model, and that's what you should do. Someone has said, have I made 10 million yet? Maybe not. Someone said, if you had children, would you send them to normal school or have your own built? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Someone said, where's my next book? I don't think it's coming for a long time. I'm not an author. Like, I can't think of anything more distracting and unhelpful to my SaaS business and how it works than me spending 2 to 3 weeks of time writing a book. Eamon says, when is Market Hero True Tracking coming out? It's already out, but there's a few improvements I want to make to it, and so it's probably going to be finished near the end of this month. I wanted to make it more universal and work with every email system out there and every checkout and every processor, so we need to make a few tweaks to it. Someone said, how many people do I have on my team? It varies if you're including contractors and stuff like that. I have about 25 people at Market Hero. At HCOM, we have 7, I believe. We just hired a new support person over there. So someone said it's SaaS. It's super awesome aardvark systems. It's a very good business model. Someone said, where can I find the Market Hero affiliate program? You can go to markethero.io/affiliate.html. And there you go. But I'd wait till the end of this month to go and do that. You should really go and check out the HCOM affiliate program, because the webinar there just crushes it. You know, you just send people down the webinar, and then that crushes it. So, but you can find them with a Google search. Mindful, you're a really angry dude. I mean, you're yelling stuff that that's been proven. You're saying like I didn't make 34K today. That's technically true. I did that yesterday in this one processor. So yeah, weird accusation. Someone said, what is my chronotype? I am a lion. That's so I wake up really early in the morning. I get up about 4 a.m. every single day, and I get to bed at 8 p.m. Let's see. Is the French version of you helping Jeff Bezos with his... I don't know what that means. Am I back in Dallas? Yeah, I do live in Dallas. Daniel says, Alex, I just signed up for the 14-day free trial of Market Hero. Can you explain what I can use it for? Not totally in the stream, but you can go into Market Hero, and you can go down to the 8X Academy, and it will explain everything that you need to do to create an email business and make it work. Give you everything. When will we see you back in a Pikachu suit? I don't think for a while. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that for a while. That was my younger years, and I'm not entertained by the same things. Can wolves still wake up early like 5 a.m.? I don't know. You tell me. Someone said, out of the Lambo running lately. It's weird. It like always tells you need service and stuff like that. That's a 2018. So you would think with only like it has like 500 miles on it, you would think it doesn't need service, but like it's always doing weird stuff. So someone said, how do you go about the interview people for hiring? I'll give you a brief rundown of it. So if I'm going to hire people, what I do is we have a doc at Market Hero, okay? And it has the entire interview process. So let's say we're doing like support. And so I have people do first is I have them go and fill out a survey and then shoot me their resume. And what I do by the survey questions is we have a checklist. I forgot what all of them is, but we have a checklist of 5 things that we look for in a person. All right, so like empathy, past experience, grammar or attention to detail, and there's a few other ones. I forgot what it is because we have a different checklist for every single position. And so then once you're talking about support, what's going to happen is if they do this, my team is going to go through and look at it and see if a person matches all 5 of these things. If that person does, they're going to go through a culture interview, which basically makes sure their personality is a really good fit for the job, and their talent, their natural talents that they naturally are good at in life is good for the job. We don't hire really by skills. We hire by their natural talents. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure also they're a good cultural fit for our company, because that's the most important thing. They have to fit into the greenhouse of Market Hero. And then once they fit here, then my staff is going to do a skills interview, which kind of checks their past experience and stuff like that. And then what's going to do finally is they're going to talk to me, and I'm going to make sure I like them and I think they're good at cultural fit. It's mostly all about that cultural fit in the company. I can, if a person has the right emotional capacity and the right personality and right natural talents toward a job, they can do any job in the company besides development and engineering. That's something you can't really, that's something that takes some past prior skills. But those are the main things right there. And so that's exactly what I'll do. There's a 3-part hiring process to work at Market Hero. Someone said natural talent doesn't exist, so that's stupid. There's things that you're just naturally going to be better at than other people. Like, for example, I'm not a very empathetic person. I don't relate to other people. I'm never, ever, putting me as like a customer support person or a person that is meant to go and like network with people, I'm never going to be amazing at that. But what I am good at is theories and ideas and seeing around corners. I'm really good at that. I'm good at leading people. And that's something... I'm good at creating a vision. Those are things I'm really good at because of my brain type and everything like that. So I'm naturally inclined to do those things. I'm very poor at refining. I'd be a very poor developer. I'd be a very poor I mean, anything that's just not really based around my personality. Like, there's things, and here's the other thing too. You say natural talent doesn't exist. That's so untrue, because people get excited and have fun doing different things. Look at all the different ways people have fun. Like, accountants have fun balancing books. I would hate to be an accountant, but there's some people that love to be an accountant. So you need to find people for whatever position you're going to fill that would naturally love that job. If they don't love the job, it doesn't matter what's going on. They're never going to be the best at it. So you need to find people that love, like if I'm hiring a support person, I want to find someone who loves talking to people and loves interacting with them, is really empathetic. And that's not every person. So someone said, how do you be a leader? I mean, I don't have the perfect answer, but you have to think about, you have to be the person that's able to pick a point. You have to be able to be the person that's responsible for every problem. And to be a leader, you have to think about how you can make other people be their best selves, and how you can get them to work together and get the most out of them. That is what it means, essentially. If you can be a person that can put people together, the right people together, and you can get the most out of them, and you can lead them in one clear direction, I think that's what being a good leader is. Someone said, how do you create great customer support? You track it. You track it. So at Market Hero, we track people by their interaction ratings. They also send a survey, and then we also go and review their tickets every single month and check on a checklist of things. So you got to track it to improve it. And then what you also do is you have to hire people that are actually set to be good support people. So at Market Hero, where it's mostly text-based, they have to have good grammar. I don't have good grammar. If you ever watch me type on Facebook, I like, you probably think I'm an idiot. Like, none of the stuff I put on Facebook, like the grammar's terrible. I'd be terrible at that. They have to have really good grammar. They have to be empathetic. They have to be bubbly. They have to really love talking to people. And if you find people with that, and then you track and help them improve, that's how you create good support. Someone said, what state is St. Lucia? Actually, you could find their LLC in Texas is Market Hero Software. St. Lucia isn't a state. Someone said, how do you deal with an underperforming employee? You shouldn't have underperformers. That's the thing. You don't hire underperformers. And if a person is underperforming, you give them feedback. You give them consistent feedback, and you track. And then if they don't do it, you fire them. You have to help people get the most of themselves. And if you have an underperforming employee, you have to identify their natural talents and then help them nurture those talents. So, for example, you might have a customer support person who's really analytical. You have to help them be the best customer support person by identifying that analyticalness and then helping them become the best support person they can be by nurturing that talent. So that's what you have to do. And if they don't match your culture stuff, you have to get them out of there. MRV says, how do you avoid paying taxes? I don't, man. I don't care. I'll pay taxes. What do I need more money for? Like, what the fuck do I need? I'll pay taxes. I don't care. Keep the government out of my hair. Someone said, what conversion rate can you expect from YouTube retargeting? That's like asking, like, how much on average do people enjoy steak? It's going to be all over the place. It's completely different. Someone said, how do you manage college with business? You drop out of college. Just don't do it. And if you're going to school for anything other than like engineering, like, why? I don't, like, if you're going to school even to be like a lawyer, like, why be a lawyer? Like, every lawyer hates their job. They have the lowest job satisfaction of any career ever. Do I eat meat at all? Yeah, I eat chicken and turkey meat. Do you have any favorite documentaries? The Men Who've Built America and the Free Solo documentary is a National Geographic. I think it won an Oscar. That one's really good. Has nothing really to do with business, but it's really good. Just for everybody, like there's a ton of questions pouring in, like what do I think about Amazon FBA? What do I think about Forex trading? What do I think about SEO? On any business model, I think whatever you put your focus into and you become really good at, you're going to have success in. There's no, if you know about the business model enough that you're asking it on this live stream, there's probably good grounds that the business model works, and so you just need to focus. Am I happier now or when I was a child? Of course I'm happier now. If you figure out yourself, you're of course going to be a lot happier. When you're a child, specifically high school, I don't think anybody's happy because nobody knows who they are. What is my diet like? I take hemp protein, chicken, green juice, and ghee butter, and avocados. I just added those. And that is it if I'm eating during the week. That is it. And I'll eat probably around 2 p.m. every day and stop eating around 4 p.m. Or that's at least what I try to do. That's kind of like the perfect situation right there. But it's not, I'll break. I don't eat sugar or anything like that because I'm trying to repair parts of my body. But this is 99% of it right there. Someone says that a real card? No, it's totally fake. I made it out of cardboard boxes to get people to watch my live streams. Do I still buy my own media? Yeah, that's one of the few things that I still do. Someone said I found... What do you think about people swiping courses online? You can't really swipe HCOM because the reason why people succeed in courses is because of the coaching. Like the reason why people get such good results in HCOM is because we coach them and we structure them and we stop them from going off, and we actually help them and review them and coach them to do it. You could take any course online, and if you don't have a coach and a mentor and people helping you, you're probably not going to succeed. That's why people cry that every course online is a scam. It's because no one gets results, and it's because no one gets results because you don't learn by watching a course and following a few videos. No one ever became successful doing that. People become successful by learning how the tactics work and then getting mentorship and guidance and coaching and being in a community of people applying those tactics. The way I got results when I was doing SEO, I could write a freaking paragraph the size of the moon about SEO. But when I really started getting results is when I found a bunch of people that were doing 100 to 200 bucks a day, and I started interacting with them, and we started competing with each other. And then I got really good at SEO when I found mentors who were doing 500 to 1,000 bucks a day, and were helping me doing that. And then that helped me put all the stuff that I learned in courses and all the stuff I knew together. And then also how I had a lot of success and how I really grew is when I started interacting with really high-level people. And you're not going to do that. Like, you could go steal any of Tai Lopez's courses. You could go steal, like, Sam Ovens' course. You're not going to get results because you don't have the community and the people to help guide you. If becoming a millionaire or a person making $100,000 a year was as simple as buying a course, everyone would have it. Someone said, will you help me if I pay you $2,000? No, you can pay $2,000 for, yeah, you can pay $2,000 for HCOM, dude. 100% you'll get help. It's a 130-day risk-free guarantee. I'm not saying buy it right now. But I don't coach. I do not personally coach. I do not do that. I have a Black Card mastermind group where we have a mastermind meeting every 4 months, but I don't coach. I don't have time to coach. I'm running a business and I'm growing my businesses. I like to do these live streams because it's a ton of fun hanging out with you guys. I'm super appreciative for you guys giving me your time and attention. First off, like, thank you so much for hanging out with me on Sunday. It's a ton of fun for me to come on here and help, you know? But I don't coach. I don't do one-on-one coaching. I am not a coach. I am a SaaS entrepreneur, and I don't know what my title would be at HCOM, but I build businesses. I build teams, I build communities, and I build businesses. That's what I do. I don't coach. What kind of cat do we have? We have this weird little, I think it's like a Irish munchkin. I don't know the exact term for it. Someone said, Richard, I'm an 8X stuck on collecting emails. Help, please. Do it more, Richard. Here's the thing. Like, if you're stuck collecting emails, here's my question. How many hours a week did you put in, and how focused were you in those hours? Did you put in 24 hours, 3 hours, or 21 hours, 3 hours a day? I find 3 hours a day to read books, and I have 2 full-time businesses. I wish I didn't have 2. I wish it was just 1, but they kind of work together in tandem, so that's what it is. Did you put in 21 hours this week? All right, if you put in 21 hours, did you work those entire 3 hours, or were you checking Instagram, Facebook, and dawdling around? That's my help for you. If you put in 21 hours a week, like I can go set up an email opt-in and be posting in groups in the next hour and a half. It is not hard to do. It is very straightforward, and it goes step by step in the 8X Academy. It shows you everything you need to do it. I can go and I can have a funnel like this built in 30 minutes of my time. So let's imagine that you work 5 times slower than I do because I have experience. It should not take you more than a week to have this entire thing done. So if you are stuck, I can guarantee it's because you are not doing enough work or you are not doing enough focused work. It's one of those two things. There's nothing that should stop you from doing this right here. There's absolutely nothing. Someone says it's good to start drop shipping in India. I don't know how the shipping in India would work, but if you're working in India and drop shipping to America, you're just fine. Someone said, what's the largest sum you've gotten scammed? I'd probably say like around 50K. Probably somewhere around that. Yeah. I've had people steal from me. So yeah, probably around that. Someone said, how did Dan Locke grow so fast? He runs ads to his YouTube videos and then markets to people watching his YouTube videos. Oh, yeah. You make money, you're going to lose money for the people. You got to be careful. You got to learn some lessons. Someone said, would I consider myself happy? I think so, but my goal in life isn't really happiness. You know? Like, my goal is, kind of, you could put Alex, the guy from that Free Soul, it's performance. All right? Like, what great life did anyone live when they're focused on happiness and being, like, cozy? Not very many. Like, what do you get? Like, happiness is overrated. Like, at the end of the day, you're going to look back and say, what goals did I achieve? Or at least for me, I'm going to look back and say, what goals did I move towards? What did I work towards? How did that get me fulfilled? And that's it. So that's what I look for in life. So, yeah, I'm happy. But you also have to understand, if your goal is to be happy and chill and spend time with your friends and family, we are not similar, and that's okay. But I'm very happy doing this. But if your goal is to be social and enjoy life, then you're not going to be happy operating the way that I operate. So just because I'm happy the way I operate doesn't mean you'd be happy operating the way that I operate. Someone said, I heard you talk about your goals. You mentioned you want to run a cybernetics company. Why? And can you elaborate more on cybernetics? No. I think pharmaceuticals and medicine creates a huge problem in the world for people right now. I think it's really unfair. And I also think the future of humans is going to be heavily based in the combination of genetics and nanotechnology. And so I think it's a huge opportunity. It's something I'm very interested in. And I think I would like to live to be about 400 to 1,000 years old. And I think that's the best possible way to do it. And I think it's a very real chance that will be achievable in the next 40 years or in my lifetime. So that's why I want to do it. And one of the companies that I want to start is more of a means to get to the second company. But that's it. Yeah, I don't like how humans are limited by or slaves to the companies that create chemicals to keep us alive. And I would like to be 1,000 years old. So that's why I want to do that. Do I wear special glasses? No, I don't. I should, though. Did I see Alex Jones on Joe? I can't watch Alex Jones. He is marketing. He is not. I don't think he believes in anything he says. He's a marketer. Would I recommend getting into consulting? Yeah, it's a great business model. It's a really good cash flow business model. Consulting, Shopify, and Someone said, fuck globalism. Nanotechnology is the agenda of globalists. It's so silly when people are like super against globalism. Like here's the problem. Globalism right now is being very poorly educated. You can't put tons of people all in different places and throw them all into one place and expect them all to work together really well. What you can do is get everybody on the same page and then put them all together and make them work together very well. If you can do that, globalism has to happen. Like, it's so silly. Like, if we all, like, globalism has already happened more and more. The internet is globalism. We are all connected to each other, all talking to each other, all selling stuff to each other. It is globalism. The problem where people are having trouble with is bringing people into the physical societies of each other, because people have different beliefs and they have different views and they have different values. And it's the same thing with a company. If everyone in my company had completely different values and completely different goals, the company wouldn't work very well. It's the same thing with countries. But to sit there and say, like, globalism, nanotechnology is the tool of the globalists, you're a fucking idiot. Like, if you think 100 years from now, the whole entire world is going to be a bunch of divided countries when we're all connected through neural links in our brain and AI is automating everything, and we can all exchange information at lightning pace and exchange our values and thoughts and not be limited by language. It's just so goofy. Like, if you were able to get everybody's IQ on planet Earth to like 200 IQ, and then everybody was able to constantly get past their egos and see exactly what the other person's thinking and communicate, and there wasn't any win-lose, like, there aren't going to be countries, you fucking moron. Like, do you think it's going to exist 100 years from now? With how fast the world's going? Instead of being like, nanotechnology is the tool of the globalist. No shit. Every form of technology brings us closer together. It's like saying the internet is the tool. Yeah, of course the internet brings us all closer together. The more we're able to understand each other and communicate, and this isn't some liberal or conservative view, the better we're able to communicate, the smarter everybody is, and the more tools everybody has, the more we're going to work together. And so dumb, people are just like, globalism sucks. Like, you got to define what the fuck you're thinking, dude. You got to define, like that's like, globalism is going to happen. It doesn't have to be a bad thing either. Like, what's the point of having a United States and an India if everybody is capable of working together? Like, there's the physical world is going to mean less and less as well. Someone said corporations are going to be massive in that scenario. I mean, it just depends. The thing is, more and more people have more power now than ever before. They're able to you can go create a business like that. So I think in the future, especially when, say, globalism and we create neural links that allow people to be so much smarter than they are right now, I don't think money's really going to exist. Especially when you have 3D printing and nanotechnology available, where like the cost of building anything, like the reason why corporations exist is because they're the only people capable of getting things done because they have such leverage and deep pockets. But if you combine 3D printing and nanotechnology, and then when power becomes essentially free, once we start harnessing the sun and get a lot better at energy, like, there's not going to be huge barriers between anybody and anything. And so I don't think corporations will really exist other than to serve people, because money won't really exist. So, and the crazy thing is, like, with really good VR, like, people don't even have to live in reality like 100 years from now. Like, we might not even live in the physical world 100 years from now. So there you go. I see so many people in chat like, multiculturalism doesn't work, globalism doesn't work, this doesn't work. Here's my question to you. What the fuck does it have to do with you? Like, I'm not pro or against anything. I'm just saying, like, why are you so obsessed with something that's never even fucking affected your life? I live in Texas, right next to the border. I've seen illegal immigrants. I've not seen illegal immigrants. I met good illegal immigrants. I've met bad ones. I don't fucking care. What does it have to... My life has not changed since Bush was in office to Trump being in office. It is literally the only thing that has affected me politically is a 5% tax increase. And you're sitting here losing your goddamn mind over something that has nothing to do with you, doesn't affect you, and you can't change. That's the definition of being a fucking moron. You're sitting around debating what Trump said, or what Nancy Pelosi said, and debating these policies that have nothing to fucking do with you. Like, how does this change your life right now? And you're like, in the future, it's going to change my life. What has changed since I've been a kid? There has been so many different politicians, and we had a super liberal. Now we have Donald Trump. My life has literally not changed at all, except for a 5% tax increase or decrease. The most polar opposite. People losing their goddamn minds over stuff that doesn't affect them, doesn't change their life, and they have no control over. Talk about being a fucking moron. And you're spending your Sunday sitting around debating whether multiculturalism works or doesn't work. You know what? If you don't like multiculturalism, go move somewhere else. You don't have to think about it. If you do like it, stay where you are. You don't have to fucking worry about it. You can just move. You just move. Just make money. Just get rich. Just focus on getting rich, and you can move wherever you want. So, like, if you don't, like, say you're for multiculturalism. Say you're against. Okay? And there's good debates on both sides. So it doesn't really fucking matter anyways. But say you're against whatever's for the left or whatever's for the right. So what is one thing you can do about it? You can make money and build a badass business. And then what you can do with that money is you can go wherever the fuck you want. Or you can influence the things that you like. But if you're just going to sit in a fucking chat room and bitch about it and debate with a bunch of people online, you're an idiot. You have no point. Your opinion doesn't matter, and it's completely irrelevant to your life. So just make money. Turn off the politics. Stop caring. There's no impact on your life. Someone said, what if a 1945 type scenario goes? My bigger question is as a broke, complaining motherfucker on the internet, how are you going to stop it? What does your opinion have to do with any of it? Like, what if a 1984 thing? What are you going to do about it? Without any money and without any power or influence. What are you going to do about it? Zero. So you know what's the definition of stupid? Sitting around worrying about something that you have no control over. Why not get to the point where you have control or can avoid it? Where you have choice. But no, people are more interested with getting on Twitter and yelling at each other because they need some form of purpose in their life. It's because you don't have purpose. Find a purpose. And politics won't mess with your purpose. It hasn't with me. It hasn't with you. Has anybody come to your house and taken your guns or not taking your guns? Has an illegal immigrant came and shit on your house or not shit on your house? Like, what's going on? Nothing. So, like, who cares? Answer a few more questions. Do I listen to music? Yeah, I listen to Tool. Just the last thing on that text, like, but dude, there won't be any private property. Dude, I'm fucking rich. I'll just move. If the government goes away I don't like, and you're like, want to take away private, I'll just move, dude. I'm rich. That's my policy. I'll just move to a country. I'll move to Singapore. Like, I don't care. I am not going to be able to control and influence populations of billions and hundreds of millions of people. I'll just move. I don't need to worry about it. Like, I'm not being a dick. Like, that's it. You know? And Scott's like, tell a bunch of dipshits to take away 70% of your tens of millions. Dude, I'll just move. Just move. I don't need to worry about Bernie Sanders. I don't need to worry about Alexandria Ortiz or Donald Trump. Just, if I don't like someone, I'll just move. That's it. It literally took like Obama like 8 years to get like Obamacare in place and like fully going. Do you think they're gonna somehow magically find a way to tax 90% of my income? And by the way, I have enough money that even if they tax my income, I don't care. The secret and answer to all these things, if they're a problem to you, is become successful and gain power and control in your own life where you could just say, fuck you, the things you don't like. Instead of, if you're worried about these things, and this applies to everything in your life, if you're worried about these things, why is talking about it going to do anything? And I'm just saying this to help you, like, because what has helped me a lot, because I used to worry about these things all the time. I made political videos. And then I'm like, wait, none of this stuff I have to say matters. None of it's going to impact anything. Wouldn't it just be better if I focus on gaining control in my own life? So I can just say, fuck you if I don't like something? Yeah, because that's something I have complete control over. So you can sit around and like you have to realize that these problems you're proposing are not your responsibility to solve. and you're not in a position to solve them. So focus on your own personal responsibility and less of what's going on Steven Crowder's YouTube channel or the Young Turks. You know? Let's see. Someone said, what's my number one traffic source? Really kind of word of mouth right now. Because what I focus on at Market Hero now isn't so much like ads. I want to focus on clients that can make us $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And so what we're kind of doing right now is we're designing the true tracking system to really get these type of clients. So what we're doing right now is we're really playing with getting clients on and like really getting them results. We're not focused on scaling right now. So there isn't like some big traffic source. We're focused on really creating a honed in tracking system that's the best in the market. And then we'll worry about scaling and big traffic sources and stuff like that. Someone said Alex has too much rage. I do have a little bit of rage. I hate seeing people locked in this cell in their brains where they're worried about all these things that don't matter. Like what matters to you and your fulfillment in your life? Like by all means, if there's people storming down the street and kicking in your door and like taking stuff from you and stuff, like by all means, worry about that. Like say there's like a war coming to you right now, worry about it. But I mean like in terms of your life, you don't need to worry about all this nonsense. I see so many people worried about whether they appear successful, whether what political side they fight for, other people in reality TV shows and gossip with friends and nonsense going on with it, and having lots of friends and stuff. Like all this shit that is all just there to make a person feel like they have a purpose when you can just look at yourself and find your own purpose and be completely independent of all these things. Someone even said like, what if they tax you at 90% of your income? Why do I need... What about my life happiness is going to be controlled by income? There's so much research that shows that your income and how much money you have has nothing to do with your happiness after like $50,000 a year. Like it's you have to find that fulfillment in yourself. And so it cheeses me off when I see people in chat and everything like that who are here because they want to be successful and they're focused on these things that take away from their success. You have to realize if this is all your brain power, you have 100 points and 30 of your points are spent worrying about Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, something you have no control over. You've just invested 30% of your IQ, 30% of your being into complete nonsense. And then other people are consumed with like what's going on TV and then some celebrity gossip. And then they have like 40% of their willpower left over for business and what really gets them fulfilled in life. And so, yeah, it makes me really mad. It's a really big problem. Let's see. Someone said, what are your thoughts on cloning top applications in the App Store to get a piece of the market share for, say, productivity apps, etc.? I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. I mean, there is a lot of money. There is some money to be made copying other people's products. My opinion on that, dude, is I don't think it'd be a lot of fun making a company where you copy and rip other people's products. I just don't think it'd be fun. You know? I don't think it'd be a lot of fun. Someone said, how do you find your thing, your fulfillment by gaining money? How do you find your thing? How do you find, you just got to think about yourself and what you want. I mean, the easiest way to do that is if other people didn't matter and you were playing a video game. That sounds like a sociopath thing to say. But if you just were alone, like what would you do if there wasn't money? Like how would you spend your day if you had $1 billion tomorrow? Like what would you do? Like who would you spend time with? Like what do you want the point of your life to be? It's just whatever you want. What is your methodology for selling? You got to change the person. If you're selling something that they weren't originally going to buy. If you want to sell something, if you want to really sell it, you have to find a product that solves an obvious problem for them. And then that's really easy to sell. You don't need to be a good salesperson. Talk about building your team. I did a little bit later on. Watch the replay of this. Is your dad cool? I guess so. I think he is. Someone said, what is your thought about cryptocurrency and its impact in the world? I don't really have enough to really create a good... Like, you guys asked a lot of questions. Like, I'm not an expert on a lot of things. I think it's going to have a big impact. I don't see it, the current way we do money, which is essentially placing trust in the government, that this piece of paper or this digital number has value. Because that's all money really is, just agreed upon value between people. It doesn't really make sense when you dig down deep into it. And cryptocurrency makes a lot more sense because it's not managed by anybody. It's just a universal thing, and it removes a lot of the problems with money. So I think it's going to be important. What do I think about Grant Cardone? He spoke at one of my events. Really nice guy, really successful. I don't watch too much of his content, but he's written some good books. I mean, I probably think the same thing you think about him. Will Market Hero go public? I'm not sure. Can you talk about how you use AdBlade and Taboola? I don't use those. I think they're good, but I mean, I'm really scaling on the traffic sources we already have. What a lot of people do, I was actually going to make a video on this, is like a lot of people try, like if there's 5 different ad sources, okay, just imagine this is platform 1, platform 2, platform 3, 4, and 5. Every platform on the internet is more than capable of getting you to $1 million a month, or at least most of them are. And so it's really funny to me. Like, for example, Sam Owens spoke at one of my masterminds. And one thing I took away from that is, like, a lot of people always try and go to, like, 8 different traffic sources. Why not just focus on getting really good at one and getting to $1 million a month on that traffic source? And you might ask, well, what if they ban you or something like that? Don't do something that will get you banned. Or find ways to, like, make it so that you have a rep so you don't get banned from those things. And so... like, when it comes to, like, I'm not really good at Facebook ads. We just do, like, our retargeting and stuff there. And, like, all the other traffic sources, like, I don't focus on it. I'm really good at AdWords. And then and when we run into AdWords traffic, which we're not even close to, then I'll move to something else. Someone said, did I have a social life when I was starting off? Yeah, but I think that had a really negative effect on my business. If I went back in time, the number one thing I would do is not have a social life. If I didn't care about my 20s. I had a lot of fun in my 20s, and I don't think I would go back and change anything. But if you want to get success as fast as possible, you should just cut out your social life. Just get rid of it. It's not really that important, you know? So what about vaccines? I don't know, man. I don't know. My guys, if you're gonna ask me questions, I'm a one track kind of guy. I focus on Market Hero and HCOM. I'm not doing other business models. I'm not focused on the government. I'm not focused on politics. I don't have a lot of opinions on all that stuff. Thoughts on Elon Musk? I think he's super duper cool, and it makes me feel completely unoriginal to say that because everyone thinks he's super duper cool. He's a super duper cool guy, and I respect the fact how he's willing to sacrifice just about anything to build cool shit, and he's so focused. Someone said I'm over 50 and a beginner. Married, is it too late for me? No, man. You're probably going to live to like 90 in today's current like medical climate. There's a good chance you'll make it to 90 or maybe even like 200 or 300. And really, it only would take you like 3 years to get really good at something. And you can make money like $10K a month. Once you get your shit together, you could probably do that in like 90 days if you understand stuff and you have mentorship and all the things come together. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do that. I want everybody to know when I talk about numbers like that in the stream, it depends on you. Like, your results are totally up to you. And I'm not saying that just for like legal matters. I'm just saying, like, the thing you should focus on when you start a business is how much fun you're having learning and improving. You shouldn't be focused on the money because you're going to get disappointed when the money doesn't come. So yeah, if you're 50 years old, you have so much, like, you have like 40 years left on this earth. It's probably a lot more. Like your life is like only like halfway done. And like it's going to really suck when you're like 80 years old and you don't have any money from like building like a business or becoming an entrepreneur, or like find something to work on. You have so much time left. And there's no medical evidence that shows like your brain works very similar to your brain when you were 20 years old until you're about 70. Then your brain starts to not work as well. So you got 20 years left to master something. Go for it. Someone said how to figure out what you want to build out of life and what business to build. What I would suggest doing is building a cash flow business first so you have money. It's hard to do anything. It's hard to really find out what you want to do when you're worried about your bills and you're not financially comfortable. So I would build a cash flow business first. And if I were you, I'd build something around email marketing, consulting, Shopify, Amazon FBA, or this is what I do. How can anyone start a business with only $10,000? I started my first business with $6,000 saved up when I left the military, and I only use that for food and rent. You can start a business without investing into the business. Stuff like consulting, Shopify a little bit, and email marketing definitely. You don't have to invest anything. Consulting is really easy to start. You just have to learn. Someone said, what would your email sequence look like for a physical product that costs below $100? I wouldn't have an email sequence for it. Lessons learned with AdWords. Use intent audiences. What's the best way to find mentors? Don't worry about it when you get started. The best way to find mentors is to join communities of people that are doing what you're doing and to have people that are doing a little bit better. So if you're like getting into SEO, find communities of SEOs with a lot of people that are like making $100 to, let's say, $1,000 a day in SEO. That's what you should really look for. And then make friends. And so I think what's way more important than mentors is having competition with people. So if you look at Devin Zander, he's the CEO of Smart Apps. And if you look at me, I'm the CEO of Market Hero. And then we both also work on HCOM together. I've known Devin since he was 18, and we've known each other since we were like both broke. And so he's like one of the few people in internet marketing I actually talk to. And he built his first business around SEO. I built my business around SEO. He got into e-commerce a little bit more. And that's where he started Smart Apps. I got into email marketing a lot more, and that's where I started Market Hero. But because of that, whenever I can clearly remember back in the day we were in chat rooms, he's like, oh, I made $100 a day. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm only at like 50 or something like that. And then we'd start interacting with other people who were like making 100, $500 a day. And so we'd all start kind of competing with each other. And I think that has a lot more impact on people becoming successful than anything out there. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think HCOM works so well, is because we focus a lot on that, and where most courses just focus on the course. Someone said, how much should I spend on education at $700? I'm doing Facebook ads and Instagram a month. I mean, $700 a month is a really good amount to be able to invest. I would go join a program like HCOM, just to be honest. I mean, HCOM has a 30-day refund guarantee. If you want to learn how to do e-commerce, go there, you know? And then after the payment plans are done, I mean, if you're spending $700 a month on education, you should hopefully get to like $1,000 a month in income coming in like really quickly. And if it doesn't work, just keep spending, just keep going. Someone said, why do you keep avoiding questions around Freemasonry? I think it's a stupid question. Someone said, how long have I been in the aircraft? I don't know what that means, man. Someone said, Alex, my goal is $25 a month by starting a technology company. Since you went this route and advice, what would you... So look, you're not going to get to $25K a month starting a technology company. You're going to get to $0 a month. Market Hero didn't make money for like its first 2 years because I didn't let it make money. You can't grow. It's really hard to grow a technology company when you're focused on profit, because the whole entire thing is hiring more developers and creating better technology. That's what you're doing. And so if you want 25,000 a month income, it's not what you want to build. Like Mark Zuckerberg at one point was worth billions of dollars and had no money in his bank account. Like it's not a good business model if you want to have money right now. You should build a cash flow business and then use your cash flow business when you get to 50,000 a month to fund the tech company. It's not. If you want to make money right now, building a tech company is not a good idea. You don't eat for a few years in tech. Someone says the car real, it looks digital. Totally digital. Totally digital. Everything's fake. Everything's fake. Someone said, what's your goal of Spectre? I gave Spectre to Matt, who is now the CEO of it, and I left the company because I need to focus on my other stuff, so I don't have it. Someone said, thoughts on Kevin David? I don't know anything about the guy. I've seen him on YouTube. Seems like a nice guy. Seems like he gets good results for his students. Someone said car's definitely a green screen. I mean, that's the funny thing is, if you think I've gone to such lengths to make a green screen car, when you can just you can just find my company on the, it's just right there. It's really weird that you're listening to me. Like if you think I've gone to that lengths to make a random thoughtless live stream on the internet, I mean, that's weird. Especially because Lamborghinis aren't that expensive to own. You don't have to be a billionaire to own a Lamborghini. When is my next book coming out? Probably not for like 10 years. Yeah, someone said, I mean, it doesn't take 2 to 3 years to make money online. Like, if you focus really hard, it took me 2 to 3 years to make like my first $1.5 million a year. Because I had 1 year where I just screwed around. I had 1 year where I was kind of all over the place. And then I had 1 year where I actually like started thinking and looking at things the right way. And then got to 1.5 million really quickly. So you could do it a lot faster. Yami inside of HCOM, you guys might see him on YouTube. He got to like 100,000 a day on some days, and it was like 6 to 8 months into him doing e-commerce. So that's not a typical result, but I mean, there you go. Someone said, would you need any educational programs if already inside Billie Jean's? Depends what you want to do. It depends how well you're being coached. I've never been inside one of Billie Jean's programs. So, I don't know. I don't like talking about other people's programs because I don't really know much about them. What we focus on at HCOM, for example, is we just focus on making the best damn product. We don't go and say, what's this person doing? What's this person doing? What's this person doing? We just focus on the product. And that's a big key. That's a big old key. It's key to making good shit. What daily habits do you recommend? A whole lot. Meditate, wake up early, take a cold shower, fast, don't eat while you're working. Write down your list of goals the night before. Try to read 3 hours of books a day. Someone said, how do I manage time? I've talked about that so much on other streams. I don't want to give that. Go watch some of my other streams where I talk about it. Like if you go to my channel, and there's a lot of videos on time management and stuff like that. And I don't want to give the whole time management speech again because it's exhausting. It's a really long speech. What engine like turbocharged naturally? I don't know. I don't know very much about cars. Someone said to my customer focus like Jeff, I used to think the secret to business was marketing and screaming the loudest and appearing successful online. And then I had Sam Ovens speak at one of my events, and I looked a lot into what Sam thinks about stuff. I'm like, Alex, you moron. This is not the way to do this. This is not the way. Has nothing to do with your customer results. So now I'm very customer obsessed, but I'm also focus obsessed. So there's a line that you can operate at. If you're super customer focused, sometimes that's not always what you can do with your money. That's not always if you have to have a lot of money sometimes to be really customer focused and be able to lose a lot of money. So someone said, why is there a second desk? Because I used to shoot videos with the camera that's right there, and then that was the backdrop to the videos. But I don't really do that anymore because I don't shoot as many. I don't try as hard on the videos anymore. Someone said, how to start a SaaS company? I would make a cash flow business first, and I would learn how to sell and get customers in and build a product first. A SaaS company is a really brutal business model with very high competition, very low chance for error. If you don't have your ducks in order, you're going to lose money and you're not going to have a good time. Yeah, maybe it lags when I'm doing that. Let's see if that actually affects it. I don't think it has anything to do with me sharing screens. I think it has to do with my internet bouncing a little bit. I don't know what it is. Not sure why it's lagging. It should come back in a sec. I might actually have. Nope, that's probably not it. It's just direct connecting in. It might just be the internet connection. It should come back in a bit. Yeah, it might not come back. I don't know what's going on with the lag. I think that's enough though. I think that's enough of the stream today. I think we've reached a good stopping point. You think? We've been here for about 2 hours. So I'll give it 2 more minutes. But it doesn't look like it's coming back. It usually comes back a whole lot faster. Someone says it triggers the secret YouTube algorithm. Okay, guys. Yeah. Well, I think the lag is kind of a good sign it's time for me to hop up. I got to go do some other things. So, guys, that's it. If you guys want to get the beginner course, the best way to get started online, go to mhlinks.com/son. The deal for that completely goes down. And real quick, if you've actually been inside one of my programs and you had a really good experience, just give it an exclamation mark in chat. Let people know. It's pretty damn good. Let me see if it's actually still lagging so much. Yeah, give me a 1 if you can hear me clearly. If not, if it's still lagging, I'm just going to say fucking end the stream. Yeah, I'm not sure where the connection went to shit. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end it since lag is becoming a big old problem. I'm not sure what's wrong with the connection. That being said, yeah, if you want to get into the product, you want to see exactly how I build everything, you want to see how to build a $5,000 per month business as a complete beginner, go to mhlinks.com/son. That will be up today for the rest of Sunday. If you don't hop in, you're not going to get... Is it good now? Is it better now? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, look, guys, I'm going to hop off anyways, lag or not. Guys, if you want to get in, what you're going to get today is if you hop in, you get full access to Market Hero. Actually, I think I might know what it is. It could be that. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. It's back. All right, so, guys, I'm going to hop off anyways, but if you go to mhlinks.com, you're going to get full access to Market Hero, which allows you to automate, run all the business stuff we're going to be talking about inside the 8X Academy, which is going to show you step-by-step how to build a business, how to get to $5,000 per month, how to do it with 100% free traffic organically, slowly if you're a beginner. It's also going to show you exactly how to get free traffic. It's going to show you to use paid traffic. It's even going to show you exactly how I write some of my webinars, which really is, I should take that out of there. That's a really cool lesson. What it's then also going to give you guys is the VMA program, which shows you step-by-step how I built a big YouTube channel. It's a $197 course if you go get it on its own. You get it for free today if you sign up. And what it's going to do is show you exactly how to make the videos that you need to make them go semi-viral on YouTube, which is about 5,000 to 10K views, and it will show you then how to go in and advertise to those 5,000 and 10K views for a really, really easy $100 to $200 a day strategy. And so that's a $197 course, and you can try it all for free by going to mhlinks.com/Sunday. And if you've been inside the AX Academy, you think it's super awesome, you've been inside HSA, you absolutely love the programs, just give me an exclamation mark if you enjoyed it. Okay? Just let people know it's pretty dang cool. Awesome. Thanks for all those exclamation marks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming inside stuff. Yeah, exclamation mark or one, whatever key button you want to press. But the only catch to all this, guys, is this link goes down today. That's it. No special. That's a stream special. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this Sunday, guys. I had a ton of fun chatting with you guys. Look, guys, if you're interested in getting started, you're interested in starting business, you want the best place to start, mhlinks.com/sun is free. There's tons of people hitting one and exclamation mark in chat right now saying it's fucking awesome. So you want proof something works, you want something cheap, you want something that's good for a beginner. It's all right there. Plus, I'm throwing in a $197 course as a bonus, which you can't get when you don't hop in. So that's it, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll leave this up for a few more minutes. And that's it. That's all we got. That's how it's going. That's the bee's knees.